Hello everyone, I'm going to discuss theory of production, law of variable proportion, law of return to scale. The theory of production. Production is a process in which the inputs are converted into outputs. A firm's objective is profit maximization if, in the short run, its total output remains fixed, and if it is a price taker, its total revenue will also remain fixed. Therefore, the only way to maximize profit is to minimize cost. The firm's cost in its turn depends on two main factors. First, the technical relation between inputs and outputs, that is, how outputs vary as input vary. Second, factors prices, that is the price of labor or the wage. So therefore we can say that in the theory of production we are concerned with the nature of the conversion process, that is how inputs are converted into output. The production function. Production function shows the relation between input changes and output changes. The production function is expressed as Q is equals to F of K, L, H, where Q is output, K and L are capital and labor, H is land. Production function is classified on the basis of inputs by the other output. Linear homogeneous, variable proportion, fixed proportion, Cobb-Douglas, constant elasticity or substitution. Cobb-Douglas says that the factor of production can be substituted for one another. Fixed product proportion says that implies that fixed factor of production such as land, labor, etc. Linear homogeneous. Linear homogeneous implies that the proportionate change in all the factors of production. Constant elasticity implies that the input factor results in the constant change in the output. Variable proportion implies that the ratio in which the factor of production such as labor and capital are used is not fixed and it is variable. Here we assume that the firm is making decisions within two time periods, the short run and the long run. The short run. The short run refers to the period of time over which one or more factors of production are fixed. The long run. The long run is defined as the period over which all the factors of production can be varied within the confines of existing technology. In the long run, all factors are variable. Law of variable proportion. The law of variable proportion is one of the fundamental laws of economics. It is the generalized form of law of diminishing marginal return. The law of variable proportion is the study of short-run production function with some factors fixed and some factors variable. Statement of law. As equal increment of one input are added, the input of other productive services being held constant, beyond a certain point, the resulting increment of produce will decrease, that is, the marginal product will diminish. The law of variable proportion states that when more and more units of the variable factors are added to a given quantity of fixed factor, the total product may initially increase at an increasing rate, reach the maximum and then decline. Assumption of the law. The law of variable proportions, also called the law of diminishing returns, holds goods under the following conditions. Short run. The law assumes short run situation. The time is too short for a firm to change the quantity of a fixed factor. Constant technology. The time is too short for a firm to change the quantity of fixed factor. Explanation of law. Short run refers to a time period where some factors are variable while some other factors are fixed. Total production. The total amount of output resulting from a given production function. That is, Tp is equals to P into Q. Average product is total product per unit of a given input factor. Marginal product is the change in total product per unit change in given input factor. In this table you can see that unit of land, unit of labor, total production, average production and marginal production. Here this table shows that by keeping land as a fixed factor, the production of variable factor, that is labor, is shown. In this table it is clear that there are three stages of the law of variable proportion. Stage 1 is the law of increasing return, stage 2 is the law of diminishing return, and stage 3 is the stage of negative returns. In the first stage, average production increases as there are more and more doses of labor and capital employed with fixed factor. Stage 2. It is the starts where the first stage ends or where AP is equals to NP. In this stage, the AP and MP starts falling. Note that NP falls faster rates than the AP. The third stage starts begin where second stage ends. This starts from the 8th unit. The marginal production is negative and total production falls, but average production is still positive. Now, law of return to scale. The law of returns operates in the short period. It explains the production behavior of the firm with one factor variable while other factors are kept constant. Whereas the law of return to scale operates in the long run period, it explains the production behavior of the firm with all variable factors. The law of return to scale analyzes the effects of scale on the level of output. Types of law of return to scale: increase in return to scale, constant return to scale, and diminishing return to scale. Increasing return to scale. If all inputs are doubled, output will also increase at the faster rate than double. Reason: division of labor, specialization, and external economies of scale. In this figure, OY represents the increase in returns and OX represents the increase in capitals and labor. When labor and capital increases from Q to Q1, Q to Q1, the output also increases from P to P1, which is higher than the factor of production. Now, constant return to scale. Here OX represents the return and OY represents the unit of labor and capital. Output increasing exactly in the same proportion in which factor of production are increased. Constant return to scale. If all inputs are doubled, output will also double. Reason: economies of scale is balanced by diseconomies of scale. Diminishing return to scale. If all inputs are doubled, output will be less than double. Reason: internal diseconomies, external diseconomies. In this graph, you can see that OX represents the unit of labor and capital and OY represents the returns. In this figure, output increase in a small proportion. It means that if input are doubled, output will be less than doubled. In figure, when factor of production increase from Q to Q1 but as a result in output, that is P to P1. Thank you.